Let's do the control pause exercise together. This practice is simple. So we're going to take a regular in-breath through the nose, a regular out-breath through the nose, the mouth is closed. Following the out-breath, we're going to hold our breathing, and we're going to time the duration of the breath hold. Now, at a certain point, you will need to breathe in. As soon as you hold your breath, the concentration of carbon dioxide level begins to build in the body. And at a certain point, the impulses will become stronger and you will feel that you need to breathe in. So how long should you do the control pause exercise for? Well, when the sensations to breathe in have reached a medium to medium high intensity, that's when you need to breathe in through your nose. We're not trying to breathe in or hold our breath for our absolute longest maximum duration. That would be more of a sign of your willpower than of your tolerance to carbon dioxide. We're just trying to let the sensations guide us. This should be an interoceptive meditative process where we really feel the sensations in our body, we listen to the sensations, and we notice when we're kind of approaching a point where, the sensations are medium to medium high intensity, and that's when we breathe in through our nose. This practice, the best time to do it is in the morning when you wake up, before you've had a coffee, before you've checked your telephone, and that will help you to get more meaningful information. You will notice daily variations, which can be quite insightful, that can help you to understand the impact of the food you had the night before on your breathing, or if you haven't slept well, how that's impacted your breathing. But the sort of day-to-day score is not so meaningful. What is more meaningful is how this score is changing over weeks and months and even years, so that we are working towards a slow and steady improvement, and we're noticing a trend of our breathing improving over time. So that's when the number becomes really useful. Okay, so let's do the practice together now. It is a bit subjective, how long you hold the breath for, but as you do this practice more, it becomes more meaningful. We start to know your respiratory system. So I know that my control pause score is somewhere around 40 seconds. And that is a useful number for me to know. You might know that yours is 15 or 20 or 25 or but it's useful to know roughly where we're at so that we know how that is changing over the weeks and months. Okay, so let's do the practice together, and I'll put a timer on the screen. You'll be able to see it. Just focus now on your body becoming quiet, becoming still. Feeling the sensations of grounding. And you're sitting upright, your spine is upright. And inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose, a normal sized exhalation. You can open your eyes and just look at the screen and start the timer. Now just pay attention to the sensations in your body. What do you notice? How does your breathing feel? How does your body feel? And when you need to, you can breathe in through your nose. Some of you may have breathed in already. And note the score. And that is your control pause score. Okay, so I'll just let the timer run a little bit longer for some people. Okay, so the score that you had there is important. That's the score that you will put in your notebook, and you will notice how that score changes over time. If you're scoring low in the control pause, under 10 seconds, That's when you do the very gentle breath hold practices. And as your score improves, as it increases, then you introduce stronger breath hold practices. Okay, so that's given, the control pause score is giving us some insight into the degree of your breathing function. And it will help us to understand whether you're mouth breathing or nose breathing, upper chest breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, how certain foods might be affecting your respiration. As you do the autoimmune protocol, you might notice a shift in the control pause score. And as you do the breath hold exercises, hopefully you will notice quite a fast improvement or change in your control pause score as your breathing becomes more functional. Thank you.